Hi all, my name's David. I'm Sue's husband. Like Alexandra, who spoke a couple of days ago, I do some of the back end stuff on the website and enjoy doing that. And very occasionally pop up in videos. There's a series of videos of chats between me and Sue that you might find interesting about various topics. She asked me to talk a little bit today about being secure in yourself. So that the theme of this week has been about loving oneself and being understanding who you are and being comfortable with who you are. I wanted to just think and talk a little bit about the importance of just of being secure. Now, it's not easy. It's not as easy as me simply saying be more secure in yourself. That's something that we develop over time and that we work towards. But it's something that if we're not secure in our own identity, who we are, what we intend to do, what our goals are, what we value in life, then we can tend to sabotage ourselves. That's in relationships, in the workplace, in just about everywhere. In a relationship, if you are not secure in yourself, then you'll tend to misinterpret and misread other people's signals. You will put yourself down consistently, talk about that you're not attractive or that you're not smart or whatever it happens to be. And that in itself will start to undermine the relationship. So, at work, the same thing. If you are not secure in yourself, if you don't know who you are and what you're there for, what you're trying to achieve, you will tend to slack off or be overly critical and not get the work done on time, or a whole variety of possible things. So, it's quite important to be that, to have that security in yourself, to have that sense of this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. It's one of the things that we've been blessed in our relationship. We've been married for 31 years, as we probably often mention, and I'm not really sure where it came from. I think I was fairly lucky with my parents and family. They were great, and I think I had a sense of security despite having a very long period in my late teens and early 20s when I hadn't had a girlfriend and was kind of insecure about how to be with women and whether they would want to be with me. And nonetheless, somehow when Sue and I got together, I was able to accept that in fact she did want to be with me. And just over time, whatever the threats were, whether it was the threats of feeling unattractive in myself or really kind of anything else, a misunderstanding, an argument or whatever, having that knowledge that that I'm okay with who I am, that I have a sense of who I am. It also means that if you do have a good sense of who you are and what you're about, you won't take abuse or misuse from other people. You won't accept them treating you as less than you know yourself to be, if that makes sense. So there's obviously lots more to say. There's obviously lots that Sue has to teach and impart about how to have this strong sense of self, this identity, this security in yourself. But my point that I really wanted to make today was just how crucial it is to success in all steps of life, to be able to actually trust in yourself. One more example before I go. Sue, when I met her, was, as she called herself, a grade 10 dropout. She had finished school at year 10 and hadn't studied anymore and didn't really think that she could. We were at college and she was studying secretarial, so to be a typist and secretary and even shorthand in those days before lots of recording of stuff. And she really didn't feel as though she could, but because she developed that sense of security and because she was working alongside me, finishing my degree and then master's and then PhD, she came to have that confidence in herself and her knowledge. She had enough security to not feel threatened by the fact that at that time I was educated at a higher level. She had the security in herself to actually be able to say, I can do this, and then went and got a degree of hers, in fact, a double degree, and then some extra certificates and a master's. So over time, if she had been insecure and had sort of put herself down, or if I'd put her down, and she hadn't felt able to do that, then she wouldn't have been able to succeed in the way she has and to do the things that she's achieved. And it's the same for all of us. I think, having that sense of, yes, I'm capable. Yes, I have a growth mindset. I'm not stuck where I am. I can do things. I can be better. I can be happier by changing my circumstances that I'm not happy with, if that makes sense. Anyway, I think this vid's probably getting a little bit long. I hope that that was interesting and relevant. And I encourage you, if you're not feeling that you have that strong sense of self, that internal security, that you get in touch with Sue and see what she can do to help you develop that and build it. Thanks a lot. See ya.